So the answer is, in case of SO2, sulfur gets oxidation state of +4, whereas in case of SO3, sulfur gets oxidation state of +6. And we know that oxidation state of group 16 varies. Oxidation state of sulfur varies from -2 to +6. Okay, so from going from +2 to +4 to -2, 6 steps sulfur has to go back. But in case of going from +4 to +6, only 2 steps are involved. Clear? So SO2 act as both oxidizing and reducing agent. But the exception is SO2 preferably go to become a good reducing agent. Clear? Whereas in case of SO3, sulfur gets +3, 6 oxidation state already. Clear? So it just oxidize itself, but can't become a reducing agent. It just act like a oxidizing agent. Note down, it just act like a oxidizing agent. Clear? So this is the second reaction, that is reaction with oxygen. Another question arises from the oxides of group 16 elements. So we were oxides of group 16 elements. Clear? Now we will discuss about the oxidizing power of these oxides. So if we have to arrange according to increasing oxidizing power, if we have to arrange the oxides according to increasing oxidizing power, so how we will arrange these? As we know, from going top to bottom along the group, what happens? From top to bottom along group, atomic size increases. Same reason in case of the hydrides. As atomic size increases, bond length increases, bond strength decreases. Hence, oxygen release easily. So top to bottom oxidizing power increases. Okay, clear? So next type of chemical reaction is reaction with halogens. So reaction with halogens. As we know that halogens are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. These four halogens we were studied group 16. These four halogens when react with group 16 elements forms the compound like first you have to know that here fluorine is more electronegative among all others. In fact, fluorine is more electronegative than oxygen. So compounds formed are with oxygen OF2, O2, F2, Cl2O, Cl2O3, etc. With sulfur SF2, SF4, SF6. Reason you already know, S2Cl2, S2Br2. Similarly with selenium, SeF2, Se2Cl2. With tellurium, TeF4. Here only you have to know that because of more electronegative nature of the fluorine, in case of oxygen and fluorine shows negative oxidation state, whereas oxygen shows plus oxidation state. In case of only this is the case of fluorine and oxygen, in which oxygen shows +1 oxidation state here and +2 oxidation state of here. Otherwise, in the rest of the cases, oxygen shows only negative oxidation states, because here oxygen is -2 and chlorine shows +1, and so on. Next we have chemical property, that is thermal stability. So what do you mean by thermal stability? Thermal stability means amount of heat required to break the bond between the two atoms. So if we have to explain, or if we have to arrange according to increasing order of the thermal stability of group 16 element. So in case of hydrides, if we talk about the thermal stability order क्या होगा? H2O, H2S, H2Se, H2Te. In case of hydride of tellurium, thermal stability decreases. In case of hydride of tellurium, because same reason, on moving down the group, size increases, bond length increases, higher the bond, larger the bond length, minimum heat required. Larger the bond length, heat required will be minimum, or smaller amount of heat is required in cases of large bond length to break the bonds. Hence also thermal stability is directly proportional to acidity of the hydrides. Clear? Here another question comes, that is about Arrhenius acids. So what we will say about these hydrides, that is on moving down the group acidic character increases because of easily release of hydrogen ion. So these are some chemical properties which we have studied. In the next video you will learn about the chemical and physical properties of oxygen. So stay home, stay safe. Thank you.